2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the New Orleans Pelicans. And for New Orleans, we've kind of waited and waited for this team to come together and start producing, but it just hasn't happened. And now we've gotten pretty deep into the season, so time's not on their side. And Kemba Walker, a leader for this team, a catalyst. Kenny, talk about what he brings to the table.
Winning. You know, we saw that at Connecticut where he led his team to the national championship, and he's fearless in the big moment.
And you like his work ethic. He's gotten better every year, a leader by example, Ernie.
And that'll wrap it up. We take you courtside. Thanks for joining us.
Don't you mean tape it up?
You tape it up.
There's a buzz in the air here inside the Spectrum Center. This Charlotte crowd is going crazy. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Look at New Orleans. Last game, a tough loss for them in Miami.
And unfortunately for them, they just ran into a hot shooting team and really had no answers.
Well, they still should have been more active on defense, giving those guys a run for their money.
Well, tonight, Smitty, some teams that are really struggling. Two teams looking for answers to their troubles. They hope they find them.
Yeah, Kevin, you're totally right. These two teams, when you see, they make adjustments, but when the adjustments don't work, then you start to change the lineup and the rotations and the play call and who's the number one option, who's the number two option. And then when all that fails, then you start to hear the fan base. They start to come out with those boos, and as an organization, you don't need those.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So for New Orleans right now, down low, it's Randall and Davis. Payton and Holiday are together in the backcourt. And it's Johnson in at the three, the small forward. Now here's Payton. Back to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. To the left side wing. Here's Payton. They get the rebound. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
This is what you love about AD. He combines the skill with the great physical attributes. Excellent pump fake. Last season, Anthony Davis took his defensive game to just another level. He was always a good defender, but he's starting to become dominant. With his quickness and length, he's just a menace on that end.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And for his efforts on defense, Davis was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, Anthony got some votes, and he might get even more this year. The man had a triple-double with blocks last season. He's the kind of player that makes everyone hear footsteps when he's on the floor.
And we've all heard the rumors that have been floating around the last few seasons. A lot of speculation if Davis could get traded or Greg leave in free agency.
I mean, Davis moving would be one of the rare situations where it literally could shake up the entire league. You hear a lot of different teams express their interest in him, but credit to Davis. He really has remained committed to New Orleans and has said everything you'd want to hear from a fan's perspective. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Charlotte shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good. And Lamb drops them both. Guys, Jeremy Lamb, 2 years at UConn, drafted by the Thunder, but he's come into his own with the Hornets.
Yeah, and what some exec call the second draft, finding young players who, for whatever reason, haven't been able to make an impact with their first team, sometimes that change of scenery and ability to mature can do wonders for a player.
No problems knocking that one down. Davis has got 5 now.
This is the problem with guarding AD. He can shoot, he can drive left, he can drive right. Simple offense, but impossible to defend.
Now here's Walker. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
They get it back, tipped away. Randall buries it down low.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Batum passes to Lamb. Charlotte moving the ball around. Shot's good by Walker.
Boy, he reads the defense well. Makes a nice adjustment. Very dependable.
Payton kicks to Randall. Down low. And Davis gets it to go on the assist from Randall. And that's now 7 points for Anthony Davis.
What a polished move by one of the best bigs in the game. Anthony Davis is just showing off.
Over in the corner, Williams hits the three-point bomb. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside, Davis. And a wide open look for Walker, and another 3 for Charlotte.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Now here's Johnson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. There's the foul. That's on Jeremy Lamb. That's his first foul. The pass to Holiday. Davis finds Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Back to Davis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 9 points for Davis.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday stand very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Now here's Lamb. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Utah. Batum for 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for New Orleans. Payton passes to Holiday. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. You look at Boston. They hold the first place spot in the conference, just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And checking out Charlotte, just way behind.
And checking out Charlotte, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
They really have. And maybe it's not the time to close the book on their season just yet, but that time isn't far off.
Now Lamb. Nicholas Batum missing from long range. Shot by Zeller, no good.
That's one of his shots in his arsenal, but it was terrific rim protection.
And he gets the bucket. Johnson's got his first basket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Smitty, when you were playing, did you ever hope for the team to make a trade to address something, you know, whatever it could be, on the floor or off the floor?
You know, I think, Kevin, the good thing is I wasn't afraid to talk to management and also talking to coaching staffs on what we needed. Not per se who needed to be traded, but I think just the areas where we were missing. And a lot of times when you have that relationship and you're a captain of the team, which I was most of my organizations, where you had to voice what you think the team needed. A lot of times they didn't listen, Kevin, but at least had to voice my opinion.
It seems like a family, isn't it, Steve? And sometimes there's a fit and sometimes there isn't a fit.
Yeah, and you know, it's tough when you get a chance to see some of those guys that are traded that really didn't want to be traded. That's the part of the business that you don't like.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
We'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with head coach Alvin Gentry. What's the news there, David?
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big inch for them inside. We'll see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Williams with the block. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
And let's take a look now. Anthony Davis's numbers. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Averaging about 27 points per, 14 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And he knows how to use that big body to control the paint.
He's a bull inside. Let me tell you, when he starts to get that look in his eye, just get out of his way.
A shot by Johnson, no good. Hornets trail by 6. To halt the run. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
Nick Batum, a versatile swingman out of France, a solid shooter and able to create for himself and his teammates.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Williams, and Tony Parker subbed in for Lamb. Free throw good, Nicholas Batum. And for Batum, a steady vet, but a huge contract.
Yeah, and that infamous summer of 2016 with the cap spike. I mean, he's a capable starter, but 5 years, $120 million, boy, that's a pretty penny.
Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Holiday against Parker. Pass to Walker. There's the dish to Zeller. Over in the corner, Batum. Three-pointer. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And finished off by Davis.
You won't find a much better alley-oop partner. AD flying to the rim.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Kidd-Gilchrist against Randall. Now here's Kidd-Gilchrist. D right on him. Basket good.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Davis inside. He's covered by Zeller. And Davis can't get it to go. Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Utah Jazz. From deep, Walker cans it from downtown. And now just a 2-point New Orleans lead. Payton kicks to Davis. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Passes it to Payton. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And in that one, it was all about shutting down the paint. They were just terrific in terms of their rim protection.
It was big-time shot blocking. They were energetic, intimidating, and that really affected the outcome.
And so here is New Orleans after the basket by Charlotte. Here's Davis. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
The fans are loving it right now. AD has been incredible tonight.
Now here's Walker. 8 points for him. It's stolen by Davis. Zeller. Davis with some nice D.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Batum finds Parker. Pass to Zeller. Hangs in the air. And the layup is good.
The staying power of Tony Parker when it comes to his ability to run an offense.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans, getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
But hey, it's a different season, and anything can happen.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. You look at this Pelicans offense, Steve, it's a very free-flowing system.
Yes, this team loves to make the extra pass to get an open look. They were 3rd in the league last season in team assists per game. The back cuts they make and the willingness to share the ball are what teams strive for on the offensive end.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Ryan Kaminsky, he's checked in for Zeller. Bridges comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Monk's subbed in for Walker. It's deflected, and the ball travels out of bounds. Last touch by Kid Gilchrist. Charlotte on D, trailing by 2. Good on the triple.
I love how Etuan plays the game. He was very consistent in college, and he's brought it to the next level.
Parker outside. Feeds to Kid Gilchrist. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. The shot by Monk is no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Miller, the pass to Moore. Parker with the steal. Tipped away. Here's Kaminsky. The putback, Kid Gilchrist. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
There's 1:54 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Clark, covered by Parker. Clark kicks to Moore. Here's Okafor, and he lays it straight in. Okafor's got his first points of the night.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
1:21 left to play in the first quarter. Throws it up high.
Delivering these passes in tight quarters, that's tricky.
New Orleans leading by 3. Miller outside. Kicks it to Okafor. From deep, Moore. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Bridges shot. Good.
Just so precise off the pass. I like how Bridges prepares himself to shoot as the ball is coming his way.
Here's Clark. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Inside. Shot good by Diallo. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here's Monk. Boy, he was something else against Utah. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. No good from Moore.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Nobody near Parker. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Okafor over Kaminsky. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Pelicans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Monk. It could go. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the New Orleans Pelicans. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second chance points.
A fundamental part of basketball, taking advantage of guys who fail to block out.
And so it's Charlotte with it. 4-point game. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Parker and Monk, that's their backcourt. Kaminsky out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
New Orleans gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight.
Frank Kaminsky, a finesse 7-footer out of Wisconsin. A high skill level, but athletically at a disadvantage most nights.
Here's Diallo. The pass to Clark. 6 to shoot. From deep, Moore. The offensive rebound. Diallo. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Wednesday, they'll start out on the road and play the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets.
And you know, for that Knicks game, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And Kaminsky taken with the 9th pick of the 2015 draft. The Hornets were offered a king's ransom from Boston for the pick.
Yeah, I mean, the Celtics were after Justice Winslow. Offered 6 draft picks, including 4 first-rounders to move up. The Hornets weren't having it. And in hindsight, the Celtics are probably glad.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Parker kicks to Bridges. Kidd-Gilchrist was second chance points on the tip-in. Kidd-Gilchrist has got 8 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pelicans leading by 6. Miller outside. Pass to Okafor. Over Kaminsky. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Kid Gilchrist has got 4 rebounds in this game. Now here's Parker. Not a lot of room. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Kid Gilchrist. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kemba Walker helped lead UConn to a national title, but it took some time to hit his stride at the NBA level. He finally became an all-star, but his team is rebuilding in Charlotte. Mitch Kupchak is the new general manager, and James Borrego is the new head coach. Guys?
A terrific player, D.A., for sure. Thanks.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Moore kicks to Miller. Back to Moore. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Now here is Miller, following the miss by Tony Parker. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the inside, Moore with the steal. There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Hornets. Williams comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And it's Kemba Walker in for Parker. And New Orleans also making a change. Drew Holiday. He's checked in for Ian Clark. Now here is Holiday. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Miami. Now here's Moore, covered by Lamb. A floater. It's deflected. Here's Walker, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Kemba Walker continuing the fine tradition of New York point guards. He should not go unmentioned when you talk about the NBA's best ball handlers.
The Hornets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. And without a doubt, Kemba Walker, one of the league's most entertaining players.
And enlisted at 6'1", and that might be a stretch, but he uses it to his advantage, staying low and almost dancing when he's out there attacking defenders.
Charlotte making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. And then for New Orleans, Anthony Davis. He's checked in for Okafor. Julius Randle comes in for Diallo. And it's Johnson in for Miller.
Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus. Soft interior defense. You know he's going to be aggressive.
Hornets trail by 6. Lamb with the ball. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Now Moore, following the miss by Kemba Walker from deep. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Walker. Williams has got 5.
Yeah, smart heads-up defense by Walker, setting up the break. He's so good at coming up with those steals without putting himself or his team at risk.
To the inside, stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Bridges with the steal, with the tip. New Orleans has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Moore outside to the middle. Here's Randle. Williams with the block. Walker against Moore. The feed to Williams. It's stolen by Randle and stolen by Zeller. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Steve, offenses have gotten so good at stretching the floor. What are defenses doing to counteract that?
I think that what they're doing right now is they're having guys with the versatility of switching, because if you run pick and roll and you can switch, it keeps everybody in front of you. And I think also right now they're having multiple guys and going deeper to have guys who are in foul trouble that they can look down to their bench and they can play 10 or 12 guys on their roster.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. New Orleans has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Holiday dishes to Randall. Second chance shot. Excellent D there from Williams.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
The Hornets have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And so he makes both from the line. And Alvin Gentry's been coaching in the NBA for almost 3 decades now. Steve, he knows how to get things done.
And a lot of what Gentry does is gives his players freedom. As long as they take care of business, he won't meddle too much. Does a great job of managing personalities and keeping egos in check.
And Davis throws it down.
High above the rim. Not many guys have that kind of length and vertical. AD, one of the few.
Payton against Walker. There's the triple. Lamb, good. Lamb's got 9.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Pelicans trail by 4. Holiday finds Johnson. Left side, Davis. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's Walker with the 3. Comes up empty here. That puts him at 3 for 6.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And it's Johnson penetrating. And it's good for 2. 6 points for him.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
Now here's Batum. He had 10 points in the win against Utah.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Here's Payton. Kemba Walker making his last shot. And it's Davis missing. Walker against Payton. Down low. Williams passes to Zeller. Batum for 3. He doesn't hit that one. And New Orleans will come the other way. To the paint. Here's Randall. Batum grabs the miss.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Now it's a 7-point Hornets lead.
That's all confidence right there. He knows he's in a groove, and they've got this team on its heels.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
Yeah, he is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down. And a chance to check out the stats for Walker. He's been dominant over the last month, putting up about 22 points per, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
Now here is Davis. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
This is where the length of AD really shows up. You think you have him well defended, and maybe you do, but it's just not enough.
And Walker kicks to Batum. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Batum's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hornets. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Randall right side. Floats it up for Davis. And Davis throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now here's Williams. He had 19 points in the win against Utah. Oh, good on that one. Randall with some nice D.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Holiday finds Davis. He shoots again. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Down low, Walker. Here's Zeller. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Davis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's Holiday. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Over in the corner, Batum. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Johnson's got the ball. Payton, good. Now here's Walker. He's got 15. We've got 1:55 left in the first half. Yep, that one goes. And it's 7 points for Williams.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Now here's Payton. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Heat in Miami.
He also was very good distributing the basketball, keeping guys involved and engaged all night.
It's good. Now it's a 7-point Charlotte lead.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
Johnson outside. Passes it to Holiday. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Holiday's got 5 points so far.
So often Drew creates with the ball in his hands. This time the play is created for him.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Last season, Drew Holiday had a breakout year. The UCLA product had career highs in scoring and efficiency. A lot had to do with he played off the ball. He played a lot of 2-guard.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Williams. Monk's checked in for Lamb. And Parker subbed in for Kemba Walker. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Davis. Diallo comes in for Randall. Darius Miller, he's checked in for Johnson. And Ian Clark subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Pelicans trail by 5. Holiday, the pass to Clark. Diallo kicks to Clark. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Monk. New Orleans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Second free throw, no good. Hornets leading by 4.
And this is obviously where you'd like to see a 2-for-1.
End of quarter, great time to squeeze out an extra possession.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And he makes that one.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Tipped away. Just 5 on the clock. Out to the wing. Tries it from 19. And Parker gets it to go. The assist by Monk. Parker's got his first basket of the night.
And though Parker has stretched his game out to the three-point line, he remains at heart a mid-range shooter.
And so it's Charlotte with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Alongside Coach Alvin Gentry. Alvin, what sorts of adjustments are you going to make in the second half?
Well, we just got to get ourselves organized. We got to get back. We got to take better shots. You know, the problem that we have is we're taking bad shots and they're running out on them. We just got to take good shots and we got to get back and get our defense set.
Best defense is offensive efficiency. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Kemba Walker was the story in the first quarter. He ended up with 15 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
The toughness of Kemba Walker is no joke. One of the smaller guys on the floor, he's also wiry strong. You see it when he attacks in the paint. The improved consistency from distance.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Pelicans.
Well, you want to try to hold your opponent under 50% shooting. That has not happened. Defensively, they're allowing way too many good looks. They need to do a better job of shutting down the lane, as well as closing out on shooters.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
Hi again, everyone. Welcome back to Charlotte. The buildings of downtown shining in the background. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close to the game it's been so far. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
He's been one of, if not the hardest worker over the first 2 quarters. His tenacity has been the difference.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Payton and Holiday are together in the backcourt. Down low, it's Randall and Davis. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. It's deflected. Outside Holiday. Payton finds Randall over Williams. And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Randall. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. On the wing, Williams. Over Johnson. Williams' shot is off. Pelicans trail by 4. There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And stolen by Zell. Pass to Batum. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Smitty, when you were playing, the league tinkered with the distance of the three-point line. Given the emphasis on perimeter offense now, should they consider moving it further out?
Kevin, please not. No way. Guys are shooting it 4 or 5 feet behind the line already. Now if you move it back, then they're going to move back to half court.
I know.
Keep the line the way it is right now. I like it the way it is right now, Kevin.
It's enough of a challenge, don't you think?
Yes, it is.
first one falls for him.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Now here's Randall. On the wing, Johnson. And Holiday kicks to Randall. To the paint, taken away by Williams.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
A very disappointing start to this half. 3 attempts with nothing to show for it.
Here's Randall. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Yes, in the first minute or so, you knock down a couple of shots. You are in rhythm.
Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash right toward the basket.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. The pass to Payton. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Holiday surveying the floor. Goes back up. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Cody Zeller.
It's not just the size of AD, it's the quickness. Allows him to beat defenders in traffic, forcing fouls.
The Pelicans shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The first free throw is good.
The great thing about Anthony Davis, he's efficient. He shoots a great percentage from the field and from the line, and he doesn't turn it over.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Now here's Williams. He's got 11. Here's Batum. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one is on Holiday.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That's about as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
One shot, find the lanes.
Free throw good. Nicholas Batum. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And Holiday kicks to Johnson. Johnson double teamed inside. Davis. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And that's 3 out of 4 now coming out of the break. The offense playing with a purpose.
Now we know Stanley Johnson was a 4-time state champion in high school in California. 3 gold medals with the U.S. youth teams. Pac-12 Freshman of the Year. I mean, he did it all. A lot of winning in his background.
You know, he plays the game with ultra confidence. He's fearless. Doesn't care who you are. He's coming head on.
Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Payton against Walker. Pass to Lamb. To the inside. And there's Bridges on the assist from Lamb. Lamb's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so Peyton will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They host the Clippers after this game. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Now Johnson. He's got 6. Passes to Peyton. Just 5 to shoot. Moore against Zeller. No good from Moore.
This is a problem for him. Inconsistent from the mid-range.
Walker goes in. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Peyton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Bridges. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pelicans trail by 8. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen it also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much.
Let's take a quick look now at some stats for Lamb. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 14 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
But they get it back.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Outside Williams. The shot that time, not on target. And New Orleans will come the other way. Randall passes to Davis. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up a foul. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Pelicans have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. Smitty, we've asked you in the past about what you miss the most about playing. What is something that you don't miss about playing?
You know, I think the travel time away from your family. That's the one thing I did miss. And obviously when you're a team, that becomes your second family, and you get a chance to be around those guys. But when you're gone away from home, the amount of days and times that we are, that's the thing I really don't miss, Kevin.
Now, here's Monk. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Moore with the block. They get it back. Shots good by Williams.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Peyton finds Randall. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
It was clear that the defender wanted no part of that play after he exploded towards the bucket.
Pass to Monk. He dishes it to Bridges. Over Johnson. Bridges misses. Pelicans trail by 5. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Another one falls for New Orleans.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Kaminsky is checked in for Cody Zeller. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Marvin Williams. And Parker subbed in for Walker. And the Pelicans also making a change. Miller's checked in. Now, here's Bridges. He has 7. He can't get that one. Good D by Miller. Randall outside. Bridges with the steal. Here's Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
And Monk doesn't fool around when he's driving. He's got room to go up for the finish there, and he just lifts off with power.
Peyton against Parker. To the paint. And here is Davis. He's got 26. Count it. Good. Charlotte leading by 3. Parker surveying the floor. He kicks it to Bridges. Now the pass to Kaminsky. Beyond the arc. And there's Bridges on the assist by Kaminsky. And that's now 10 points for Miles Bridges. Parker with the steal. And Kaminsky with a clear path to the hoop over Davis. Here's Bridges. He feeds it to Parker. Over to the wing. Now, here's Monk. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 2. Pass to Bridges. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. In third, the Pelicans.
One of the better rebounding teams in the league, especially on the offensive end. They never take that for granted in terms of whether the shot's going in.
Now Davis. Following Miles Bridges' three-point attempt. Got a piece of it. To the wing on the left. Monk. That shot is off. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Charlotte moving the ball around. And here comes Moore, leading the fast break. Goes up. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
That could be a game changer. That jam just sent shockwaves through the arena.
Payton passes to Moore. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 5th assist in this one.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Parker. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Monk kicks to Bridges. Passes to Kaminsky. Charlotte needs to get a shot. The shot by Monk is no good. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. That's his first foul of the game. In the bonus, will go to the free throw line. The Pelicans have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Charlotte. New Orleans also making some changes. Okafor is checked in for Davis. And Ian Clark subbed in for Elfrid Payton. That one drops. He ties it up.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit. Getting to the foul line here in the second half.
Parker kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Feeds it to Batum. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Okafor.
And how about the reaction time on D there? Almost comes up with the pick.
You know, these are the little plays that can add up when you look over the course of a game.
Marvin Williams is checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Diallo, he's checked in for New Orleans. Holiday comes in for Ejuan Moore. Now here's Williams. He's got 13. Over Okafor. Williams' shot is off.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Clark finds Holiday for the lead. And it's Okafor missing.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Two shots.
That one is off. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Charlotte in the lead. He lobs it up, and then Monk with the dunk.
The veteran eyes see all. Frenchie with the tremendous look to make that play happen.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Here's Diallo. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
It's good. That's 7 points for Drew Holiday.
Nice play by Holiday. Terrific speed in the open court. Defending him, you have to change ends quickly.
Miller against Batum. Outside Williams. And it's Parker in the corner. That three off the mark. The Pelicans trail. And it's Miller penetrating. Here's Diallo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots at the game right here.
Shooting two.
First one falls for him. The Pelicans making a switch here. Moore's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 52 seconds left to play here in the third. And Batum kicks to Williams. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Here's Moore. He's got 10. Pass to Diallo. Over to the left wing. Outside Holiday. 4 on the shot clock. And he gets the jumper to drop. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter.
This is what you can count on with Holiday. He's active. He's consistent. He's going to give you everything he has every night.
Monk with the ball. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. But they get it back. A putback. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for New Orleans. His stat line has been terrific. As the quarter ends, he's already got a double-double. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so Holiday will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. The lead is 2. They've got Batum. Tony Parker is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then it's Williams. And it's Kid Gilchrist in at the power forward position. So that's the Hornets 5. The free throw drops for Lamb. And Lamb drops them both. Here's Moore. Parker with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. A shot by Batum, no good. And Marvin Williams picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Cody Zeller's checked in for Marvin Williams. New Orleans has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Moore passes to Holiday. Puts up a three. Offensive rebound. Diallo. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Monday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And you know, for that Pistons game, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
That free throw good from Diallo. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Unfortunate that he missed one, but he still hit a crucial point there to help get his team the lead.
Moore against Parker. Kicks it to Kid Gilchrist. The pass to Batum. 5 on the clock. Zeller finds Batum. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Hornets lead by 1. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Holiday against Kid Gilchrist. Right at the free throw line. Here's Okafor. It's deflected. Now here's Parker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And what a career it's been for Tony Parker. 4 titles to his name, a finals MVP, 6-time All-Star. I mean, the accolades go on and on for what is truly one of the most impressive resumes you'll see in the NBA.
And that one misses. And for Tony Parker, will certainly go down as one of the greatest Spurs ever to put on a San Antonio uniform.
No doubt about it, Kevin. And it's strange to see him in any other uniform than a San Antonio Spurs. And he made a move in the offseason. And, you know, here's what he brings to this team. A lot of experience, championship pedigree, and a guy that I think could maybe help get this Hornets team over the hump.
Charlotte's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Taken away by Holiday. Inside. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Now here's Parker. He kicks the Lamb. Shoots the 3, and it's good on the assist by Parker. 14 points for Lamb.
The defense disrespecting his range. He goes ahead and buries it.
Pelicans trail by 3. They get a hand on it. Parker with the steal. Lays it up off the glass.
And for Tony at this point, it's less about the speed getting up the court and more about the knowledge of where to go and what to do.
Now here's Moore. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
Parker passes to Kid Gilchrist. The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Pass to Moore. Kicks it to Okafor. Shot clock at 6. They need this. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. It's tipped. Pelicans trail by 7. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
But they recover it.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
It's not going to go for him.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, there's too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
And the Hornets making a change here. Walker's checked in. New Orleans also making some changes. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Okafor. Randall comes in for Shaq Diallo. And it's Payton in for Ejuan Moore. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Alvin Gentry told his team during the break. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Here's Charlotte. They're on a 14-3 run right now. Walker looking for an opening. Over Payton. Walker's shot is off.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Randall with the bucket. Charlotte leading by 7. And Batum kicks to Walker. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Elfrid Payton. And the first one at the line is good. Kemba Walker hits them both. And so Holiday will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 9 points. Back to Randall. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 16-7 run. Walker with it. Now Payton defending. Kid Gilchrist against Randall. Inside. Outside, Batum. 3 on the clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Batum's got 11 points here in just the second half. Passes it to Davis. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Lamb, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
I'll tell you what, his accuracy has been the story of this game.
And to do it in the 4th quarter, you're trying to extend the lead. He's making that happen.
Now here's Payton. Count it.
The beauty of the teardrop. Very difficult to really contest.
And Elfrid Payton, over his 4 seasons, developing one of the most distinctive hairstyles in the league.
You know, and I remember seeing some footage where his hair seemed to block his vision on a shot attempt. For a player who had struggled shooting the ball, many question whether a trim might be in order. We'll see.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Free throw off from Payton.
And the 6'4", 485-pound Payton certainly has a unique skill set. Also wants to keep improving as a leader.
A nice shot by Zeller. Pelicans trail by 11. Holiday. Over Lamb. The shot by Holiday, no good.
He likes to work that in-between area, upset with himself that he couldn't connect.
And here is Lamb. Here's Walker. And Davis sends it back.
Good job by AD, not giving up on the play. Tracking the ball, blocking the shot. Appreciate the hustle.
And it's blocked. Batum scanning the floor. On the wing, Lamb. No good from outside. Pelicans trail by 11. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Holiday kicks to Payton. Randall outside. Down low. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist from Randall. Randall's got 6 assists now in the game. Outside, Batum. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Batum.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
We hear the term empty stats every once in a while, Steve, usually referring to great production on a bad team. How valid do you think that theory is?
It is. A lot of guys you see are averaging, these numbers, and players look around, and the players you're saying, unfortunately for him, those numbers are empty stats because there are a lot of times these numbers are found and when the game is decided. And a lot of times on bad teams, you see these guys going for numbers. Then you get a chance to see them play on good teams, and those stats just don't match up.
Good explanation. Here's Payton. It's blocked. Walker against Payton. And Lamb kicks to Walker. Over in the corner, Lamb. And the 3 off target. Pelicans trail by 11. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
2 shots. Foul. 2. Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first one drops. That one is no good.
And they are shooting themselves in the foot here. They've lost their touch at the line. The percentage continues to drop from where it was in that first half.
He's really cooking right now. He's having a phenomenal half.
Pelicans trail by 12. Payton looking around. Pass to Holiday. 3-pointer on the way. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 6 assists here tonight. Now here's Lamb, guarded by Holiday. Lamb finds Walker. Tried to come the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
This is the guy who had 3 threes in the first half. Since then, still waiting on number 4.
Randall no good.
And on some plays, everything goes your way except for the finish.
Got a piece of it, and they'll keep possession. And the pass to Lamb. Charlotte moving it around. Another shot. Here's Williams. This is to Lamb. Can't hit that one. Good D by Holiday. And they're running. Floats it up for Davis. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Zeller's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Payton against Walker. On the wing, Lamb. Back to Walker. And he's good on the 3-ball. Walker's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hornets.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
Lamb, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Holiday. The first one falls. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for the Hornets. And Lamb drops them both. Pelicans trail by 14. Payton kicks to Davis. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Walker against Payton. It's stolen by Davis. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Good. Holiday's got 7 now in this quarter.
That's next level stuff from AD. One of the great scorers in the game. He draws the eyes of the defense and locates the open man.
Kidd-Gilchrist, no luck. And that one falls for Johnson. And so he makes both from the line. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth. Here's Lamb, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw drops for Lamb. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. We've got 1:08 left to play in the final quarter.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Charlotte.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. That they were disciplined and focused.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Walker.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Here's Davis. Got a piece of it. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Hornets lead by 13.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one. They have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Basket counts. Davis has got 33 points.
Beating everyone to the board, using his length, his skill set, the big fella AD, getting it done.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Tony, what was going good for you offensively tonight?
I think the ball movement was great tonight, but I think the main thing for us is to play great defense. Defensively, we have to be at our best, and everybody has to help, and I think tonight we did a great job.
Really got it going when you needed to. Thanks, Tony. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.